days after that derby, and they will be back at it again. But that's a good passage of play again. Frostler with a cutback. Oh my! What will that be? Is that going to be given to Tashreeq Morris? Taking one, Litapa loses his footing. Oh, Pill! Guess what? Whoa! Into Tashreeq Morris, first game of the season, and he scores. Wow! Talk about a smash and grab! But hang on, it's no less than Chiefs deserve. They've been the more dominant side.
Without a doubt.
But Tashreeq Morris, his first appearance of the season, he gets his first goal in the Betway Premiership for Kaizer Chiefs. What a time to get it!
Yeah, it's the thing. He's always got that instinct of a goal poacher, and his positioning. It's a ball given away very cheaply here, and he's running harmlessly behind the defenders as if he's no business. But Lelepo has that dash of speed about him to clear himself just a little bit of the defender. Oh, that's quality. Not the.
Welcome to Tiski Diary, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That was the Kaizer Chiefs coming through with that 2-0 win. Now, with that win, it means that they have now qualified for the CAF Confederations Cup. Now, you saw Tashreeq Morris making that goal-scoring comeback into the Kaizer Chiefs squad. So we'll talk about him. So don't go anywhere. We'll also talk about Eden McCarthy. Eden McCarthy, wanted by Turkish Giants. I will reveal which team is after Eden McCarthy. Remember to give it a like. Remember to subscribe. Don't go anywhere. We'll be talking about Chiefs winning 2-0, securing that CAF Confederations Cup spot. So let us talk about that. Drop your thoughts on comments. Remember to give it a like. Remember to subscribe. 3 pointers that we need to talk about. The first one, I need to talk about Brendan Peterson Bafethu Ngcabanga about his performances ever since his return from surgery. It's like he was never even injured. He's been consistent. Even the numbers themselves, they show Brendan Peterson has been one of the best goalkeepers, arguably the best goalkeeper. It depends how you're going to be looking at it. He certainly has been the on-form goalkeeper this season. That is my opinion. So the big talking point was that he was not included in the AFCON squad because Kaizer Chiefs were not doing well at that stage. But now Brendan Peterson, I beg to differ with we should select players for Bafana based on the team form, because it is an individual. So it doesn't matter if you're playing for Sekhukhune, if you're playing for Magesi, if you are an outstanding player and you deserve to be in the national team, because of your individual talent, they need to include you. So we go back to Brendan Peterson Bafethu. Drop your thoughts on comments. His latest form. Do you think he has earned himself a ticket to go to the World Cup in America? Everybody, even the commentators, they are saying, everybody's saying Brendan Peterson should be going to the World Cup, but we know that Lokuzana, Ronwen Williams is there, Sipho Chain is there, and Ricardo Goss is there. We see that Lapayana Sekhukhune, Reynolds Lina, who was in goal for Bafana in their game against Panama, that 2-1 loss at home. It was Reynolds Lina, and he's not Ravimbi Lapa Sekhukhune. We saw even yesterday he was not in goal. And does that open the door for Peterson? And between Ricardo Goss, he's been also in good form. And Sipho Chain, will he be able to force his way into that World Cup squad? That is Brendan Peterson, guys. Let's talk about that. And then another player that did well in the game yesterday, we saw him scoring with Tashreeq Morris. Tashreeq Morris, the fans saying that he needs to be released. And yeah, I think maybe, do you think he has redeemed himself with that goal he scored? I think basically he scored 2 goals. I played it at the beginning of the show. Yeah, guys, please remember to give it a like. Remember to subscribe. So basically, since he's arrived at Kaiser Chiefs, he has scored 2 goals, and we've seen other strikers like Abu Igodaro. I mean, Igodaro is forever injured, and I think he's played a couple of games. I think he scored 1 goal if he has scored. But Igodaro's general play, if you compare it to Tashreeq Morris, who is the better striker? Let's talk about it on comment section below. Between Igodaro, we also saw another striker. I know that he is also linked with a Kaiser Chiefs exit, former Stellenbosch striker. Drop your thoughts on comments. He is also being linked with an exit. So yeah, guys, I will be talking about all the players that will be leaving Kaiser Chiefs in the next show. So yeah, don't miss it. So between the strikers at Kaiser Chiefs, do you think Morris they should, because obviously Kaiser Chiefs they will be in more competitions, including top 8 next season. So they will need depth in that forward line. But should they be going for new strikers? Has Tashreeq Morris done enough to remain at Kaiser Chiefs? If you ask for my opinion, I would not say so, because before his goal yesterday, he was not playing. He was reduced to a spectator. However, that does not mean anything, because Simbonile Utoli chance. We've seen the likes of Mayo. They've been playing. They've not been scoring. Actually, the other striker, I don't want to mention his name. He's there at Kaiser Chiefs. He's coming from Stellenbosch. He was missing sitters in the CAF Confederations Cup before Kaiser Chiefs exited in the CAF group stages, in the CCC group stages. On goal difference, you know his name. Wakecha Ipalil Vuliwe Bafethu. Do you think he should also be kept? He was playing ahead. Those strikers were playing against the likes of Morris. So yeah, guys, considering that he his first appearance of the season, and he perhaps maybe just maybe might have redeemed himself, and maybe he's given the coaches something to think about, and management something to think about, because we don't know whether the coaches are going to be there at Kaiser Chiefs next season. So that is Morris raising his hand, saying that he is available, he is a valuable squad member, and he can score goals if he gets the proper supply. So drop your thoughts on comments. Should Kaiser Chiefs keep Morris, considering that they'll be playing in 5 competitions next season? And the third player I want to be talking about in a very crucial position, that is Reeve Frosler. Now, Reeve Frosler, Upumago injuries, forever been injured. The last time I checked, he last played in preseason Lapayana in Netherlands, and I think he scored a goal in the Netherlands, and it was promising. Unfortunately, he sustained an injury, and recently just came back with a bang, making an assist and making that cross for Da Silva to score. And he's been making assists, and he's been making secondary assists. That is Reeve Frosler, and he's been giving about the likes of Abo Thabiso Monyane competition. So we don't know whether he will be starting the next game. Kaiser Chiefs have 2 games to play. Bonilo Monyane. Monyane, basically, he's playing for a place now in the Bafana Bafana team. Arguably, he probably will be joining Lokuzana or Brendan Peterson in that Bafana Bafana squad. That is Thabiso Monyane. Yeah, guys, that is Reeve Frosler. Do you think he's done enough to start in the next game? Yeah, there were some rumors linking him away, because we saw Solomons Thabiso Monyane competing for that right back position. So if you ask me, I think he's done exceptionally well since coming back, and he's shown his value. And I think he's also improved his tactical awareness. Maga overlap, he doesn't just neglect the position, because we all know that the teams used to target Reeve Frosler, Maga overlap. They used to play those balls behind the Kaiser Chiefs defense into that space he leaves behind when he overlaps. So yeah, so he looks like he's maturing. That is Reeve Frosler. However, in the pecking order, Do you think he is doing justice? We know that Solomons is injured, and Riff Rosler is certainly deputizing very well for Thabiso Monyane. And arguably, he could start the next game. We don't know why Monyane was substituted. The coach did not indicate what the reason was. But Riff Rosler, he could very well be starting ahead of Thabo Monyane, who is also linked with that ticket to World Cup with Hugo Broos. So yeah, guys, now the big news is that Eden McCarthy which club is after Eden McCarthy. There are rumors there is an offer sitting on the table for 45 million for Eden McCarthy from Turkish giants Besiktas. So what are your thoughts on that, on those links? That is why you see, we all know that he's recently signed an improved two-year deal Lapha Kaizer Chiefs. That is because Kaizer Chiefs are probably trying to get more money from Besiktas for Eden McCarthy. They call him sweet and soft touch Eden McCarthy. Do you think he will make the grade there in Turkey? That is the country of Mushin Etukral. And Eden McCarthy is linked with a move to Besiktas. 45 million sitting on the table, Lapayana Kaizer Chiefs for Eden McCarthy. Drop your thoughts on comments. Do you think he is good enough? We saw Mbogazi going to the MLS. That is another left center back. And siyabona laphayana uNdamane, another left center back, former Kaizer Chiefs development player, former TS Galaxy player that is currently at Mamelodi Sundowns. He is currently not doing well. The coach says he is khathele, but he's making errors, very costly errors. I don't know what he is going to do. What are Mamelodi Sundowns going to do in the CAF Confederations Cup? Because it looks like Uyimbobo, he is a liability. That is Undamane. And he is ahead of Eden McCarthy in terms of Bafana selection. But the likes of Eden McCarthy, do you think he is going to follow the likes of Abongezane, who signed for Lapayana in Romania? Do you think Eden McCarthy will be the next defender, Kaizer Chiefs defender, to leave for Europe and join the likes of Abu Ngezane to play in the CAF Champions League? Because Besiktas, they do sometimes campaign in the CAF Champions League and in the UEFA Cup, which is the second tier in Europe. So guys, that is the news. That's all I have for you today. Remember to give it a like. Remember to subscribe.